on Craig to join. I sent him the link, but I'm having all kinds of crazy technical difficulties. Yeah. So I guess if Craig shows up, I had split screen and I had go live together and I sent him a request. So I guess it'll pop up. This must be one of the fixes that YouTube did. Because, before I have gone live without my partner and do you know what it does? That thing where it just keeps the other slot open, right? So I feel like I'm good. I can't see your all's chat. I'm sure there probably isn't any at this point. So, oh, hey, Apple Blunt. There he is. See, yeah. So, okay. Wow, I can't believe that YouTube fixed that. All right. Correct.
Winnie
Correct.
Bee.
We're live, babe. We're live. Just so you know, I went live. Aha. So, my iPad is doing that crazy, wacky thing. And YouTube changed their thing. Hey, Apple Blonde. Hey, Miss Jelly. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Sin. Oh, Sin, I'm glad you came back. Hey, Brian. Jackie. Yeah, so
Hey.
I don't even know what yeah, dude. I don't Yeah, they changed things around, so I'm not really sure what's going on here, but that's okay. Yeah, used to if I went live without my co-host, it would just keep that slot open but blank, and now it fills you up until somebody comes in. So that's kind of cool. That's a very good fix. I'm sure other people
I
greater
think
than us.
substitution fill-ups are always fun.
Yes, but no, did you realize we were going on at 7 or
I did.
Okay, good. You just never know with me. And then I got
But I
to effing
thought,
around with my daughter.
well, I was talking to Michaela. That's what I was going to say. But then I was like, oh, I have an extra 5 minutes because Winnie's always 5 minutes late.
You know me, yeah. I really am. And usually I'm very punctual. Like if you say we're going somewhere, meet us at this restaurant at 2, I'll be there at 15 of. The rest of my people in the house, not so much, but I'm always like, if we're not early, we're late. But this thing, I don't know why I can never get my shit together on Tuesday night. But anyhow,
I'm the same way.
how was your Tuesday today?
It was fantastic. I did absolutely nothing. Just nothing.
Oh God. That sounds great. I did so much. I did a week of work today alone. So that was fun. But yeah, thankfully it's over with. And I just kind of lay around in between the live and, when I get off from work, sometimes we go somewhere. But today I was just like, I'm a chill. I've been watching all this
Recuperate.
freak off stuff with P. Diddy again. It ramped all up. It died down when he escaped or not escaped, fled.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, for whatever reason, he turned himself in, and it's just so much more stuff coming out. I'm just like, oh man, we watch this video.
Have you heard that Bieber song?
Oh no, was it the
Oh,
baby oil song?
no, it's Lost Myself at a P. Diddy party or something like that.
Oh my
It's
god.
atrocious. It's so good.
Oh god. Well, apparently everybody knew, but like everybody, like the world, right? Everybody knew, but like all of us, the public. But apparently, insiders in the whatever celebrity world all knew that this was a thing. Ah, crazy. And then I'm still getting comments on Balenciaga's video. And they're mostly nice, but every now and then I'll get one that's just like crazy. Man, people did not forget.
That's
They,
why I turned those comments off on that.
you got like 1,000. I noticed that Dale of Dale's Addiction tried on the bag like you have, and she loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wondering if she'll get it. And I sent her a little message this morning, like, have you gotten much hate off of your video? And she, she's very like, I don't care. But yeah, I sent her a message this morning, which would have been her nighttime. So now it's our night. So it's
Mm-hmm.
their morning. So anyway, I
Where
hope
she's
it
at,
continues.
it's exactly 12 hours ahead where she's at.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. And then I think Meredith, well, no, Tanya is in somewhere in Australia where she lives. It's 12 plus 2. So it's 14 hours.
And Sydney's 13.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I always have to keep straight, like who's where. Yeah. So rule of thumb, at least 12. So yeah, when it's 7 here, it's 7 a.m. or 9
Mm-hmm.
a.m. So I
I've
always,
made that mistake several times too.
yeah, like message them and then think, what do I do then? They're not messaging me back.
You don't have to worry about Dale because she will tell you no, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like, yeah, she doesn't care. But yeah, she was. I read a few of her comments. I didn't read all of them on that video, and then I was like, let me message her and ask her if she's because I don't know if I made it clear in the video, but like in the next video, in the last video, we posted about the lookalike bag that Dawn and I got. Right.
Which looks really good, by the way.
It looks good, and I've had a few people say that can't be leather for $139, but I have bought leather bags in the hundred and some odd dollar range. Does this one, half of it maybe there might be bonded leather? I don't know, but do I
Well,
think it?
you get Coach bags at the outlet for around 229, so it's not that
Yeah,
big of a.
I mean it's not out of the like possibility, but yeah, I think most of it's not leather. I will say that,
Yeah,
but I thought it looked good, and it did the slouches, which is what I wanted. But yeah, I don't know if I made it like super clear in my video that like so YouTube will let anybody comment on anything. If it's too strong, they'll hold it in this place where it says like held for review. You can go in there and either be like, yeah, I'm not putting this on my, or you can, allow it to post, which is whatever. But then a lot of times things will slip through that say, certain words with SA in them, or something worse with the M word in it. And they'll let it go. But if you get so many of them, just like with the word, they do that too. They don't, the algorithm will search that out and think, oh, because all your comments say this, the video
hmm
must be this. So therefore, let's take the video down. So that's all I was saying. Like, I don't particularly care when people give me hate. I can delete it. I can say some smart shit back. Sometimes I post a video and read your comments and show your comments, which is my best and most favorite way to do it. And then sometimes I just go, whatever. You're a garbage trash human being. Goodbye. You know what I mean? That happens too.
That's where I was with my negative comments when I was telling everybody. It's not that I am affected by it. I don't want anyone else to see it because
Yeah,
you never know how someone else can be affected by a comment directed towards you.
sure.
I
Yeah.
had 487 negative comments on that Balenciaga video,
I
and
believe it. Yeah.
30, I think it was 33 of them told me to end myself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
hmm
the thing. Like it's totally, oh, we've already got some trolls in here. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
hey
Okay.
y'all.
Hello trolls. But and that's another thing I've seen people, so trolls don't follow you from one video, right? So like if you've got like these people that just trolled me, they're not gonna like wait till I go live again or come on. They don't do that.
No,
It's just a procedure of, and I've said this a many times, it's just that kids or whoever are going through their shorts feed. And I've done it a million times and seen that someone's live and you see the subject and you think, oh, maybe I'll go in there and check it out. Most people don't if they're not familiar with you, but that's the chance you take when you go into the shorts feed. Everybody
Yep.
can see you then. People who wouldn't normally encounter you do, and then they think, oh, these people, I can F with them hardcore. Let's go. So,
The only reason that people would actually be like following, like, see, they, I announce I'm going to be on your live, and they would come to your live to attack me. That's if you are. That's normally if you are like a bigger
yeah,
creator, and people have
right.
created bots to attack you.
Yeah,
That's the only
that's
way
yeah, and that's got to be someone who's dedicated to just hating
to
on
destroying
you.
you.
And that's just, I mean, once you block them and delete them and whatever, that one person, I mean, yeah, they'll create other accounts. That just seems like work. Like it's why it's a kid that just goes to school for a few hours and then has nothing to fill their day with other than like most of us adults are too busy to fuck around with somebody else's like and make 50 accounts. Like what? No, I can't keep up with one.
I
The
would
one
say
I have is daunting.
99.999% of it is just stupid kids with nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Just, they're looking for game channels or whatever, and they're going through and they're going, oh, here's an old lady. Let's hate on her. So but anyway, Donna, welcome in. Yes, love to see all you fashionable fish keeper. Hey guys. Hey. Smiling Cats, hello. Laurie, hello. Jnet, how are you? Yeah, that song is disgusting. So people have heard that song. It
Well, he
must be.
describes in detail some of the things that happened while he was affiliated with him.
Is it him? Is it actually Justin
Hmm.
Bieber? Oh
Yeah,
well. I think he's having I told this to my daughter earlier. I think he's having a lot of struggles with what happened to him as a child.
yeah.
And let's make it clear, I'm not going to talk much about this, but he was a child. So,
I think he was discovered at 9, right? And then he hit it
yeah.
off at like 13 or something like that.
Well, it was what they're saying because I watched all these videos. So it was apparently was Usher discovered him online and then
Hmm.
flew him down here to our way, and he had already went through Diddy's whatever for a year, and then he
Band camp.
which which is disturbing thinking that if Usher had encounters like that as a kid, why did he then send another child up there? It's just so bizarre. All of this is like your mind really can't go there. It's as if it's as if an alien landed and they put them on the 6 o'clock news. Like you would watch it, but you would also still have trouble wrapping your mind around the fact that there's another planet with people living on with beings living on it and you're seeing it. That's how this whole thing is playing out in my mind,
The
right?
way I look at it, I think that, like, just say Usher did do that. Well, it's because it's like a rite of passage kind of thing. It's just what the price you have to pay to get into that business.
And that is horrible. That is horrible. And I have said and I have told you guys on lives many times that when I wasn't in the music business, but I was music business adjacent, working in radio. And so I did get to speak to artists quite a bit. I did get to meet a lot of their agents, their management. I dealt with them quite a bit because when we would bring in talent, we would have to deal with them,
Hmm.
which sucked. Dealing with the artist was bad enough, and dealing with their people is even worse. And then I got to deal with a lot of record label people, and those people saw everything.
Hmm.
And even though they were under NDAs, a lot of them alluded to what went on at parties. And, one of them I got to be really chummy with. And when he would come to town, he would take us out to eat, wine and dine us. And he would tell us, he'd be like, you don't, because I wanted to know, like, how is so and so in real life? How is so and so in real life? And he would be like, I've seen these people at their worst. You don't want to know. You do not want to know. Like, trust me when I tell you. So I believe that there's some nefarious and crazy things. I mean, two consenting people. That's cool. A room full of consenting people. But it just gets really murky with the treatment of
Children.
yeah, children especially, and then the way that he treated his woman
Hmm.
or women. I can't. I can't. I just can't ever. Once that video surfaced of him beating on his girlfriend was just it brought tears to me because I was just like, I cannot believe this woman endured what she did, you know.
And
But yeah,
and it's sad to say, but she's the lucky one. She's still alive.
she's
There's
still
two
right.
two or three of them that aren't.
Are gone and can't speak anymore for themselves. So, yeah, just so much stuff will surface and there'll be movies. And I just started, I don't know if y'all, I haven't finished it, but I know how it ends because it was a true story. But the guy that does American Horror Story is the Ryan guy. He
Ryan
does
Murphy.
that
Yeah.
show, yeah, Monsters. And his second one, first one was Jeffrey Dahmer. This is the Menendez brothers. And it is so crazy, but I look a lot of it up. Like when that Millie Vanilli song, you do not play a Millie Vanilli. Like I love Millie Vanilli, and I don't care if it was them or if whoever sang it. Great, I love the album. Still listen to it this day. Don't care. Yes, people fleece us and do stuff as we are talking about. They do stuff behind our back. We don't
Hmm.
know. But I loved the songs. That album was absolutely great. I listened to it for a whole year, like know all the songs. But that he's gonna play "Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You" at your mother's and your father's wake. Like what? But I watched the thing that, like, I had done nothing but been in a YouTube vortex today. Okay, after work, I was just like, oh my god. So I got on that Menendez thing. You know, you watch one video on a certain topic and then you get 5,000.
A rabbit hole.
You get into a vortex, a hole, yeah. And I don't know what stunned me about the. Have you watched any of it? You watched any of the
I haven't
monster?
yet. I've got it
It's
saved.
it even the title card, the promoting of it is them two, and they're beautiful. The actors that portray the two guys. I can remember, I'm their age. So when
Mhm.
that was going on, we were almost like, I was exactly the same age as one of them. So I can remember being like watching this stuff go down and seeing the trial on court TV and stuff, and just not being so like, they're
Yeah.
not. But women were just crazy, like in love with these two kids. But the two actors that they got to portray them, beautiful,
Oh no.
gorgeous, carved from stone, gorgeous. But even the promotion picture is them like shirtless. I'm assuming they're naked, just standing there looking seductively. And we watched for maybe 30 minutes, and I told Bill, I said, is it just me? Aren't they brothers? And Bill's like, yeah, they're brothers. I said, it's very homoerotic in a good
Uh
way. Like I liked it. And he was like, well, they're not related in real life. And I said, I find it hard to believe that they acted this way in public. I just find that, but then
huh.
again, there was stuff going on that we don't know about. We'll never know, whatever. But
One of the still shots that I saw in the promotions, it's like they're almost in an embrace. Like it looks like two lovers, not
yes, that's the
together.
one I'm
Yeah.
talking about. And it's like a very like they antique the photo. And it's very fuzzy, and they're, I guess, naked or from the waist. I don't know, but it does look like it just looks like a couple to me. It looked like,
It's
oh,
very
these
very
two guys are
homoerotic.
married. Yeah. Very. And that was and the whole thing is kind of like that. They just do a lot more than me and my sister or me and my brother did. I'll just say that, in public. We couldn't even stand it like getting a photo together. So, the thought of embracing them is just a bridge too damn far, right?
Even now.
Okay, so the hopeful minimalist, she's saying that like they are not happy with the portrayal at all. The brothers aren't really. Yeah,
Uh,
I would
I'm
think
sure we
not.
care.
Uh but there's new evidence out. Not new evidence, but about a year ago, a letter that was sent 5 months before the murders from Lyle, I think, whoever the youngest one was, to because he endured apparently a whole
Hmm.
lot more than the other one. Sent to a cousin, and that cousin is now passed away, but his mother, their aunt, found in his effects stuff. When people pass, you just kind of
Yeah.
pack up their stuff and forget it. And he's been gone for like 25 years, and she opened up a bunch of the stuff that he had. And last year she found a letter, which pretty much 5 months before the death, it was postmarked and everything. There's no faking this letter. He wrote to his cousin and, they were talking about the essaying going on. So that could open up the whole thing. I know Rosie O'Donnell went on her podcast last year and kind of did a crusade to open it back up, and because the first trial was hung, right?
Hmm.
Remember, they were hung, and remember I said that when y'all watch it, because there's a shower scene that I'll never forget. I will never forget this. But anyway, the jury was hung, and then they tried the trial again. Same judge, but this judge would not allow any of the essay stuff to come into the trial, which is that's their whole defense. So yeah.
So I'm in this place in my life. I don't know if it's just because I have entirely too much time on my hands, but I love documentaries and
Mm-hmm.
specifically that type of thing. Have you ever heard of The Staircase?
Oh my gosh, I watched that, and an owl. Seriously, an owl. You remember he brought that up as
Yes.
the reason she had the deep gashes on her. She did not sustain those injuries from no daggone fall from a
But did
staircase.
you watch the documentary?
Yes, I have seen.
He fought that and fought it like for decades. And
Yeah,
finally, he just surrendered and said, "Yeah, I'll plead guilty, but I'm not doing prison time." And they agreed to it, and he did it. But
which is that, I mean, he got away essentially. He did spend some time incarcerated.
17 years, he was in
Yeah,
prison for 17 years. Yeah.
but he got away with murder, and these two kids are sitting in jail 35 years now. So,
And the Lori Peterson trial, do you remember that?
oh
Where
my
her
gosh.
husband killed her.
And he maintained the innocence.
They reopened it. He's got
Yeah.
like all these lawyers that are doing it for pro bono now, and he still maintains 25 years later, I did not kill her.
So I didn't. The one that I watched most recently was I watched the Casey Anthony doc. That was riveting.
I'm in that one now.
And also the one where the mom was pregnant. Which one was that? That's that. So, oh, I can't remember this story, but
That's
Scott,
Lori Peterson. Lori Peterson was pregnant.
or was it Lacey Pearson?
That's what I
The
mean, Lacey Peterson. I'm
Lacey,
sorry. Yeah.
yes, yes. So there is no way he got that boat for the reason to take her out, and he Dextered her just like Dexter would. Took her right out, and
Well, he had a girlfriend and everything, but he still maintains that he did not do it.
no, I'll never believe that. You'll
Well,
never.
these new lawyers, it's they're called the LA Project or something like that.
Oh
They
yeah.
try to get people out or whatever. They said that there have new evidence that supports what he says. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you one that's on Prime right now. I believe it's Prime. No, it might be Peacock. And I never knew this story, but it's a Texas story. And I really didn't know, but the Amber Alerts that we have now.
Hmm.
Of course, that is after a poor little gal that got murdered and taken, and the whole documentary. It's so sad. But we watched that the other night, and I just was like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe this." But yeah, the story behind the little girl that
I haven't
the
seen
woman.
that one either. I'll have to watch that. I
Yeah,
love that
that
kind of.
one's
I love that
yeah.
stuff.
So I look for them too. Like that's what if I can't find anything riveting to watch, and I feel like I have come to the end. I forget what movie it was, but it's like you've come to the end of the internet. I've come to the end of shows. Like I've seen everything I want to see. And my daughter does that and she just goes back and watches something over and over again. And I'm like, girl, no, we gotta find something new.
Travis is always saying, "Why do you keep download? Why do you keep buying more and more apps?" I was like, "Because there's more for me to find. Because
We gotta find some stuff,
I've
right?
always worked so hard, and like that was all I ever did was work. So now I'm trying to catch up on everything I've missed over the
Yes.
past 20
I don't
years."
blame you at all. Yeah, Bill, he'll come home and he'll go downstairs and watch whatever he's into. And then after I get off from work, because I'm usually working, he can't be in there when I'm working, right? So when I sign out, I'll come downstairs and, he'll just be enraptured. Oh, I lost you. You'll be back. I hope he'll just press there you go. You're back. But yeah,
I don't
Bill
know.
will go downstairs and he'll watch something until about eight, 8 or 9, and then he'll come upstairs, and that's how I watch all my YouTube stuff. From time I get off from work, and I get into a vortex of YouTube videos, and then he'll come up, and then he's like, "We gotta watch this purse stuff," and I'm like, "No, well," and then we find something, and I end up staying up all night trying to watch it. But Craig's trying to come back, guys. Are you
Okay,
there, hon? Is
I'm
it
trying to get
storming?
back.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's storming up here too. That's why I figured. You're on voice though, aren't you?
Yeah, I just can't get
Okay.
my face to come back.
Okay. Well, that's all right, babes. You're here with us, so that's okay. So anyway, I wanted to ask you. I think I know your answer to it, but have you noticed the number of slouchy bags?
Yes.
I mean, they're everywhere, and I don't know if it's the slouchy bags came first or I'm into the slouchy bags. I don't know which it is.
Well, they're getting better. Like
Yeah,
it started off with the new Capucines, and yeah, but it
yeah.
like each brand that comes out with it, it gets better and better, and you're like, oh my god, give it all! I want it all. Just give it all.
Well, I'm not a peekaboo gal, even though I bought myself a peekaboo last year for my birthday, and it was pink and green, which I love. But I'm just not. I just figured out like, some people are just diehard peekaboo fans, like. But now they have the slouch peekaboo.
Hmm.
I am all the way here for that. But I will never buy a Fendi bag new again.
Well, they're heavy. Like if you get the large
Yeah.
peekaboo, it's gonna have that slouch, even if you buy a vintage one.
Mm.
But
Mm.
they're so heavy. Like
Oh.
they're heavier than a Birkin.
Are they heavy as this girl right here?
I don't know. I haven't touched it. Is it real heavy?
Okay, but wait a minute. So,
You got to unload it first.
yeah, which y'all know I've got my bag in here.
So cute.
So I love this bag. And guys, those of you who are watching this or watching the replay Saturday, this bag is freaking magic. And I'm going to show you all the stuff I didn't show you in the first video. You guys will be like, oh, what? But no, it's actually a lightweight bag, but I have thousands of doodads on it.
Yeah.
So when I carry it, I kind of carry it slouched up like this with the strap on around me, and I don't have any problems. And then if I
It
get
looks gorgeous.
if it gets too heavy, I'll just let it, I'll just carry it. But you can kind of see, I was noticing today. So yesterday we went to Aldi and to the grocery and everything. And I noticed that it got wet a little bit, and you can see there's some scratches on it. This leather is going to just it's going to be perfect. It's going to age.
Yeah, it just adds character.
I love it. And probably people are like, well, it could be the 150 bag charms you got hanging off of it, but and this is a little Rebecca Minkoff that was a gift, and I don't really know which bag it is by Rebecca Minkoff, but it's an older one. It's been around a while, but I just
It's
thought it
perfect.
matched. Yeah, it
Yeah, it's
matches
perfect.
perfect. Yeah. And I like the little pops of red I've got on there and the chains. This chain I got off of Amazon, and girl, it's not heavy. It is a lightweight. So that lets me know that it's not like a it's like a
Chintzy.
$10. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
chintzy. But I don't care. But this
But
little beach.
I think a heavy bag, I equate that to quality. The
Yeah.
heavier it is, the better the leather, the better the everything.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I'm just into what I want is a slouchy speedy, but I can't get it because I just bought this one. So we're locked in for her. Now I bought some Coach little things, doodads here and there.
I'm confused.
Um,
Hang on, I don't understand the concept of we can't get it. I don't understand what you're saying.
we just cannot. She
By the bag.
and it releases next week, the slouchy speedy, but there's so many slouchy bags coming out, and like Coach did the structured on the side but slouchy in the middle,
Hmm.
tabby. I do love that, but I'm not going to get one of those. I already have kind of the cargo one, which does about the same, so I'm good on that. But there are some really good slouch bags. And y'all, let me know when you see some good ones. Eventually we'll all do video. That's what's going to happen in the next month. It's going to be like, oh my god, the best top 10, top 20 slouch bags. That's going to be the next. If people haven't already done it. I think I've lost Craig for the moment. But yeah, what do you guys think about the slouch? Oh, this one, Monarch, right? This one is here he comes. He's back. Here he comes. Hey babe, we lost you.
I kept
Okay.
pushing buttons and my fat fingers hit the end button, and I was like, no, stop.
But yeah, easy to come back. Yes. But yeah, Monarch was saying, Miss Winnie, big booty Judy's beautiful. Yes.
I was going to tell you, that's what I was trying to say when I got disconnected. That bag, I believe it is a little bit bigger, the LV. It's a little bigger than your other BB. It looks a
I
little bigger.
I feel like it is, but then is it? I don't know. I can't compare because I don't have them anymore.
It seems like it's wider at the top.
Yeah, and that little zipper, I think, took up a whole lot of space
Mm.
in here. And you can clip it, but this
Hmm.
bag transforms. And I'm going to show you guys all of the Houdini magic that this bag has. And my hair is sticking up all over. I'm not worried about it. Sin, you're not into the slouch. I feel you like a structured bag then. I got it. Hey,
I'm in a structured
Jolie.
bag today.
Are you? Let's see. Bag of the day, beesh. Oh, boxer times. Boxer brief time. That's a good looking bag. I don't think I've seen her. Have I? Probably.
I've used it once. Look, you like my little Five Below charm?
I love it. I love it.
We have the best Five Below. It's like bag charm heaven in there.
Yeah, all of our stuff is picked over. I don't know. We have just a huge population of tweens around here, and they just go in there and go nuts.
Well,
Yeah.
I asked her. I said, when do your deliveries come in?" She said, "Monday, Wednesday, Friday."
She was happy about it.
Yeah.
She was like, "What are you looking for?" Well, I threw a fit for as you know, for a bag that dropped 2 weeks ago on the Coach website that I did not get because I'm too stupid to even look out there. And then Jackie sends me a video 2 weeks later,
What
and
bag?
I'm like, "I need this bag," and I can't get it anywhere. I need it though.
What bag is it?
It's that hobo 90s looking Coach bag. I can't. I don't know.
Oh, the Brooklyn.
Hampton. Hampton?
The new one is Brooklyn, right?
No, this one's totally different. It has like leather on the corners and a flap
Well, I've not
over.
seen it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna send you the video that she sent me. I love it. And I got with Way Way. I even contacted Saya because I know Saya's best friend is he knows all the coach people. And she was like, apparently he called her while I was, texting with him, and he said, "Oh my god, she's got one." And I was like, "I need it. I want it. It's mine." A lady picked it up and I was like, "Tackle her." But no, so yeah, the Hampton Hobo, Dawn says, and I am all the way here for it. I didn't get it. So there you
Yeah,
go.
send that to me. I want to see what it looks like.
It's
But did you
gorgeous.
know with the Coach Empire, there's a second release coming, and it's going to
Will
be the
they?
ones that are aged and look like the runway bags.
I know you told me that, and I was just like, I can't not buy it right now. I need
It's
it. Yeah.
they're going to have this army green color one, and I don't know if I can hold to it. I don't know. It looks really good.
You need this bag though. It is.
I
It
love everything about it except for the damn zipper. I don't like it's in the. It looks like it's in the way.
yeah.
If
It's
it
not
would
too
break
bad.
on the end, if it just unzipped and broke free, I'd be fine.
Yeah. It's got a little tab in there, but then the other side is free and clear of anything. So it's like not it's kind of floating in the bag. It's not really stationary, so maybe that. But I just when I saw this bag, I thought of you instantly. But the thing about I it guys, if I'm going crazy over a bag and a big bag, because I don't do that, um, it's got to be a pretty friggin' great bag. So yeah, it
I got
really.
to get in store to like actually touch it.
Do you guys want to know a fun fact about me? And this, I thought about this in the shower of all places because I was daydreaming about that damn Hampton Hobo that I missed out on. But anyway, I was thinking about I have never ever been in an actual Coach inside of a Coach retail store. I have
What?
no, never. We don't have one anywhere close. And when I've gone to, places, I always think, well, hell, I don't want to go into Coach because there's,
Yeah.
this boutique and this boutique. So, like, if I'm in Vegas or, when we travel anywhere, I just never go to a Coach retail store. So, I don't think I've ever, if I have, I've walked in and not got anything that's not been memorable.
I mean, really, there's as far as the store itself, it's not really any different. It's just the bags are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like boutique versus outlet. That's the only really difference there is.
Yeah, and then that the outlet because I have a couple of outlets I can go to. I always, always, always say, "Let me see what you have on reserve or your reserve pieces," meaning your retail stuff came straight from retail. So I feel like I'm not missing out. And then I have Way Way as an SA, so she always sends me drops and new things. I don't think she didn't realize that I would be in to that Hampton Hobo.
Mhm.
But, and y'all didn't hear it from me. Oh God, I can't say stuff that she tells me. But like shiny things,
Yeah, I have a problem with shiny too.
yeah, we're gonna have an issue next month, guys.
What is your take on this whole outlets? The Coach outlet's going to start carrying boutique bags and
Yeah.
outlet bag, and vice versa. And the websites are going to cross over. How do y'all feel about this?
Well,
I'm
they're
confused
already
by it.
doing it. They're already doing the websites because anytime you go and look on the
Yeah.
used to on the outlet, you'd have to actually go into the reserve section
Mhm.
and look. But now it's just all mixed in. It's a genius move on their part because separating them sort of cheapens the outlet by
Well,
doing that.
the outlet damages their brand. So if you merge the two,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're saying like, "Oh, this is, You know what? This is just our less expensive bag. We don't call it the Hampton. We call it the whatever. You know what I mean?
Did you hear that?
What?
I don't know. It sounded like a house just blew up.
Oh my God, really? Yikes. Are
We're
you okay?
insured up here. It's fine.
Okay. Speaking of insurance, the house ordeal. It's been since the end of August, and now we are almost at the end of September. The
Uh-uh.
drying machines have all left, thankfully. Those went away last week, over a week ago. And so the little guy from our insurance said, "Oh, no, no problem. It's the weirdest thing. Like, you can get a contractor to come in. We can get one of our contractors, and or we can bring in an adjuster." I'm like, just give us a contractor. Like, we don't, what do we have? Contractors standing on speed dial? So they did hire one.
Mhm.
They called us yesterday and they said, "Yeah, it'll be 4 or 5 months. Like, we can't." I'm like, "We are walking on stripped Luan, not Luan, plywood flooring in our
Mhm.
bathroom, guys, and carpet that's been pulled up. So, guys, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out here." But anyway, and a big hole cut out of our ceiling in our den. So, like, it's unsightly and I don't like it. But anyway, they can come, and I immediately called my little adjuster and I said, "Hey, the contractor you had put on our case can't do it." He goes, "Yeah, I found out about that." And I was like, "You did? You knew and you didn't tell me?" Okay. He goes, "Well, I'm not really your adjuster." So then I said to him, like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Should I actually call?" And he gave me a name of a lady I had never heard it. Like, they just keep passing the buck, right? And they're out of like Chicago. When they call, it's a Chicago number. So I'm
Mhm.
like, "I know you're not going to come here and do the like,
Yeah.
don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. I'm not stupid. I'm old. I'm not stupid." But then I said, "Would you rather, if you'll give me her number, I'll call her and bother her?" Because he just seemed put out by the whole damn
Yeah.
thing. And he was like, "Oh, no, no, I've got you on the phone. It's fine." And I was like, "Because I got your number and I'm going to keep calling you. So I don't know. I hate it for you." But anyway, gone are the days that your local person that you bought your insurance from is who you deal with, from buying your insurance, paying your insurance, and claiming your and doing all that. No, those days are over. They're like, "No, we just sold you that stuff. We're just making the money off of you."
So, with your insurance adjuster setting you up with a contractor, be careful
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
because
We
they go
have
for the
really good.
lowest bid
Yeah.
and you can't make any upgrades. They replace exactly what you had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's no, you can't say, "Hey, I'll pay the extra 5 grand. I don't want that carpet." No, you have to, because the
You
insurance
have
company's
to, yeah.
already paid them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a little daunting, but so we're ready for, so we got a call after, is immediately after we hung up from him. Pretty quick. We're in the actual grocery store because we had left and we were waiting when we go in the grocery store. A little gal calls and she says, "Hey, this is so and so contracting, da 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 da. We've contracted your stuff out from State Farm. Gonna send my guy over in the morning. House in the morning." We're like, "Great, let's get the ball rolling." 9 o'clock this morning, she calls, "Yeah, he's had a medical emergency. He's not gonna be able to show up." We're like, "Mm-hmm."
Obviously, had indigestion.
I don't know. I mean, well, we hope he feels better, but when are you gonna get here? "Well, he's kind of booked up this week, but now, how does Thursday sound?" And I said, "Well, we'll see you Thursday."
Am I the only person? And Travis says it's because I'm old. I am so sick of all of the bullshit. I'm just sick
I know
of
it's
it.
it's just
Nobody wants to do their job. Nobody wants to. Nobody goes
well,
above and beyond. Let alone.
yeah. It's the okay. The problem is, to me, like, I don't, I know things take time and whatever, but see, we are planning on going out of town to visit my daughter, not next week, but the week after. But if they come in here and want to start doing some demo and some whatever, I'm gonna be here. Like, I'm not going to
Oh
give
yeah, for
someone my
sure.
key and let them just. And it's not it's not that I am worried about it, but I am kind of worried about it. So I just
Well,
want to make
but
sure,
that's an insurance liability because you let them in your house, so they didn't break in, and that's a whole
right?
different kind of situation.
Exactly. So I'm just kind of now like, see, we had I don't. This is the crazy, y'all. I have a. When I tell you this crazy damn story, you're gonna say she is lying, and maybe I've told y'all before because I do that thing now that I'm old, where I tell y'all shit and then I forget that I told y'all shit. So, we were having our carpets cleaned when we first moved in here, and it was a very reputable company with them yellow trucks. Anyway,
Mhm,
um, so they come and they back up the truck to our garage, and they say at that point they used to do, now they carry the things on their back, right? Their little
mhm.
jetpacks and whatever. But back then they ran a big hose from their truck, the big machine word in their truck, and they ran it through a doorway. And so they sort of said, hey, yeah, we're going to be doing this. We had carpet downstairs at the time. This is how long ago it was. They said, y'all are going to have to stay up here so we can go ahead and get the whole downstairs. We'll let you know when you come down. Ah, cool. Yeah, tell me how come we didn't realize it, but they stole Bill's circular saw, two drills, like all kinds of stuff they stole, right? We contacted the insurance. We contacted the company. Now, do you have it on tape? Are you sure it was? We're not 100% no, because we leave the garage door open. Like, we don't know. Cut to a couple weeks later. My mom and dad owned a pub, like a bar and grill, and it's just a little hole in the wall, right? And this guy comes around, and he's selling tools out of the back of his car.
Hmm.
Don't you know those were all of our tools that my stepdad had bought from the guy? Yes. Our tools. And Bill had even written his name on it. And I told Papa, I was like, Papa, it says B blank on there, our last name. Like, you did. He goes, well, I thought that was a coincidence, but there's lots of y'all in town. And I was like, oh, okay. And then another guy had, so Papa, we called the police. They caught him. He got paid back, whatever. But one guy had bought one of Bill's drills, a Dremel like drill. And Bill said, the guy, because he didn't take the charger, the dude didn't take the battery in the charger.
Uh-huh.
And the guy that bought it, his name was Red. He told me, he said, well, he said, I bought this. And I don't know if he gave $50, $100, but Bill said, here, that's mine. And he said, no, wait a minute, how do I know? And Bill said, I'd take you to my house. They just lived up the street. He said, I'd take you to the house right now and show you the actual base and the battery that goes on it. And he's like, well, I'll come by. And Bill paid him. We had to actually pay him back to get our, yeah. Isn't that the nuttiest story?
And if you really think about stuff like that, it brings all these cameras that we all have in our lives now into perspective because
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
the
trust
reason.
anybody.
You
Like you can't even
cannot.
trust your kids. I'm sorry.
You
That's really
cannot.
the truth.
You
Wha-
cannot. You can't. I know it, and I feel awful, but it's true. You can't. Some people have horrible times with their kid. I watch all these shows, and their kids come in still and blind because they're on all this fentanyl and whatever, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible, man.
Well, I
But
mean, even a
yeah.
lot of times people think their kids hung the moon and they would never. But
Mm-mm.
they, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly. I'm the first one and this is probably a flaw that I have. While I love my children and I want the best for them, and I think that they're great kids, I fully know that if you came and told me one of mine did or said something and it was crazy, I'd be like, yeah, I can't control. They're grown. Okay,
I'm
I
the
would
same
believe
way.
you. I would
I'm the
believe.
same way, and let me tell you why. Because I remember me as a
Yeah,
kid.
me too. Yeah,
Most people, I think most people
exactly.
forget themselves as teenagers. I'm like, oh, I remember being a teenager very well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Let me go
So
talk to him.
yeah, and I've always been that way. Like even if a teacher would call, I'd always be okay. Yep, they're wrong. I'm going to punish them instead of like because I would see these other parents come in and just be like, "It's the damn teacher. She hates." And I do believe that there are teachers out there. I've had some run-ins with teachers who didn't. They can't like everybody. They're human. They're
Yep.
human. But yeah, and I know reasons why they probably didn't like my kid. My kid was an asshole to him or something, right? Like, so I get it. While doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen sometimes. But yeah, I'm always the first one to like be like, I think you did that. Get in the house.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
that way too. They're
yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
always, yeah.
you are genetically mine. I'm pretty sure you did that.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna get it, and they're like, why don't you ever believe me? And I'm like, because I know you lie. I know you. But no, well, I love them. And that's the thing. You can't when your kids are grown, even when they're not grown, kids are going to do stuff. So I know that my mom was this way about my nephew and both my nephews. She was kind of like, oh, don't tell so and so, shh. But I'm always like, they're gonna find out. It's gonna be in the paper. People, this ain't the biggest town in the world. People will know. So and so will tell so and so, and it'll spread like wildfire. So I'm always like, yeah, that happened. That's our nephew. I mean, like you can't. What you gonna do?
And luckily nowadays we have all these cameras everywhere, so you can't get away with nothing. Yet they still think they can.
They still do. Yeah.
I'm like, you can only go one place that's safe in this world that you're not going to be on camera, and that's in a bathroom.
Yota! Okay, Angela says my mom had a roofer steal her jewelry. I had a roofer steal my heart one time. Oh.
What you said? Hey, Yota.
Oh, but back to the dang. Okay, so the insurance.
Okay.
Gone are the damn days where, like I already said this, but it bears repeating. Like, I mean, three different ways we can. Like, what if I had a good friend that was a contractor
Hmm.
and he came in? We do have friends that are contractors. They just don't do this little piddly work, right? They do houses.
Yeah.
But what if I called one of them and said, "Hey, yeah, tell them we need a new kitchen and a new bathroom and new carpet throughout the," you know what I mean? Like, this is like how insurance fraud gets done. Like they should used to, they sent an adjuster and they said, "Yep, you're gonna need this, this, and that," right? But they don't. They're like, "Yeah,
Even for a wrecked car. Remember, like I remember back in the early 2000s, if you wrecked your car, an adjuster would come to where that car was and have you meet
yes,
them there to look at the car.
that's exactly right." And not only that, but I can remember going like, I'm this old. I wrecked my car. A lady hit me, and so I contacted my insurance guy, and who is probably the same dude that's still. But anyway, he said just go by three body shops, get three estimates. We won't take the highest, we won't take the lowest, but we'll average them out and get. And they would cut you a check.
Hmm.
Don't you know I rode around with that dented ass car and spent that money like crazy? I sure did. I sure did.
We had a claim
Yeah.
on a house not, that we rent house we had,
Hmm.
and this is how like I didn't understand what was happening at the time because I'm used to the old insurance ways, because it's not like I don't do insurance claims all the time, right?
Right.
The roof was messed up in a storm. We had the roofing company come and give us a quote.
Yeah.
Okay, they submitted the quote to our insurance company. Our insurance company cut them a check. We were out of the loop completely. How about that
Mhm.
mug ran off with that money, but the insurance company would not fix that roof?
Roofers.
I said, you cut the damn check. What? It's not my problem.
Listen, I cussed our roofer completely up one side and down the other. It wasn't the roofers that did the job. It was the dang salesman. we had big storm come through and it ripped part of our shingles completely off. And he just kind of went through the whole neighborhood. When he hit us, he was like, well, I'm gonna go around and look at roofs. And like he made a killing off of everybody.
They did the same thing.
Right. They hit you when it's, oh yeah, it's convenient. So my people wrote them a check, and he told me, sitting in my living room, he said, it'll be $500 is your part, which was my part. And he said, you are responsible for the 500 when the job is done and you have approved it and it looks good and we've done everything we can. I'll need that check for five. How come he sat down and said, okay, I need that $1,000? I said, excuse me. And Craig, he slipped me the receipt when we were sitting there. And then we started talking. He started gathering up all his papers. Do you know I went all over my house looking for that to prove it to him?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, ma'am, you're mistaken. If you can show me the receipt or the written contract, I could not find that written contract anywhere. I know he stuck the dang thing back in his folder because we were just talking, having iced tea, having a just
That's the biggest trademark of a great salesman,
yeah.
a fast
But
talker.
but
But when you're a
let
fast
me
talker, you're not paying attention, and it's
he
hands,
got
trick of the hands. Yeah,
He got me, but let me tell you this. Did she pay that? No, she did not. He was lucky to get that $500 after they asked you and he got from my house. I mean, my kids came out of their room like, Mom, should I call Dad? Are you okay? I was like, no, we're fine. But this asshole right here is getting ready to get kicked out of this house by my foot. I mean, I was mad. I was so
and
mad.
I was too. It's not about the money. It's the principles. It's the
Oh,
ethics
no,
behind
it
it.
was 100%.
Don't you come in here and screw me. Don't you come in.
No, it was 100% about my money, honey. And I said, this is $500, what we agreed on. You will not get one red cent. He said, well, I'll just send you to collection. I said, I want you to. I want you to. As a matter of fact, come back here and try to collect that other money. Try it. I want you to. He said, thank you. And we never heard from him again. He took that money and ran, honey. But
And
yeah,
that's a whole nother situation I've never understood. Anybody can put a lawsuit against you.
yeah.
Anybody can turn over on your credit report that you owe them. I do not understand how that works. That don't make sense to me.
Well, they say that medical doesn't bother your credit report, but I mean, I don't know that for sure. But they say that it doesn't. But I mean, it's not supposed to. Is that it? Might be something new, but medical bills are not supposed to damage your
Well,
credit
no,
report.
but like, just say me and you had a business
Oh yeah,
situation, right?
yeah.
And I felt like you screwed me.
Hmm.
So I can just go and pay $360
Yeah,
and turn over on your credit report that you owe me $5,000. And then I can hire a lawyer and take a lien out against whatever me and you was working to get them together because I think you
yeah,
screwed me. Where's there used to be you had to prove stuff. There's no
yeah,
proof anymore.
yeah. And that is the craziest thing. Like anybody can say anything, and now you can't like I get texts and emails, and Bill gets them too. We get all these things like all of these. Like the other day, we got one that was supposed to be from Experion, one of the credit places. You're found on the dark web. Well, inside my heart of hearts, I think, well, if I press on that link, then they're going to take over my whole life. So you can't
Yep.
trust anybody. You can't. Like it's a crapshoot. It really is a crapshoot. Everybody's out. I feel like everybody's out to screw you over, and then sometimes you'll find somebody that's kind-hearted and be like, oh, well,
But you're
they're okay.
automatically expecting them to do it, so you treat them like shit.
And you're like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know. I saw an 80-year-old woman get blessed out at the damn grocery store yesterday. I mean, I heard something crazy. We were in the daggone chip aisle, honey. And I heard a lady, and I thought it was just some couple being funny. You know how, don't touch me.
Mhm.
She said, you do not put your hands on me. I don't care who you think you are. I am a perfect stranger. And that's what sent me off was I was like, oh, is it a man over there touching a woman? inappropriately. And Bill can't hear anymore, so hell, he was picking out nacho chips, and I was like, "What? Honey, let me go over there and sit. I'll ask him go kick somebody's ass for her because she had a little girl with her. I had seen him walking around, and I was like, did somebody touch the little girl? Oh, let me roll up my sleeves and take my ear, hold my purse. I was like, oh no, big booty Judy, we gonna hit somebody with Judy is gonna knock somebody the hell out. But it was when I got around the corner and looked, it was a little old, she had to be 80, at least 75, 80. And she was just kind of looking at her like, what? And all the people that worked there came around, like the manager came out and he said, ma'am, can you tell me what happened? And she was just all loud, yes, she touched me and da 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 da. And I was like, I don't know. The old lady just kept on shopping and took her groceries and went on out. She wasn't upset by any of it. But I would have made me cry. I was like, oh God, what?
That's why Travis is like, you're just getting that. You're turning into that old man, and I was getting real defensive about it. I was like, no, I'm not. And
Yeah.
then he said it the other day. I was like, I said, I'm sick of this shit. I said, I am turning into that old man, and let me tell you why. Because of this, and this. Because the world sucks, and I don't like it.
I
I've
know.
never been a person to just be like, oh, well, it is what it is. I've tried that; it don't work.
No.
I fight against the grain. I want it to be right.
Sometimes I fight. Yeah. Sometimes I fight and then I feel like shit about it. Like if I had been that woman who made such a big deal and yelled in the store and got the manager involved and got so heated, in 10 minutes I would have felt like shit. And I do anytime I've ever made a big deal about something and gotten I want to see your manager. I've always felt like crap about it, but it still doesn't change the way you feel. You still don't want to get screwed over. You just don't want to be the one screwed over. You can see somebody else get screwed. You're like, oh, no, they're fine.
Yeah.
Judy, stay on your corner. Stay in your corner, Judy. You're fine.
Travis is just he's so low key and even kills her. Like he will not lose his cool. And
Right.
I am on the verge of a nervous breakdown from the minute I step foot out of my house till the minute I step foot right back into it. Like I am on edge.
You. That's what somebody said. Yota, yeah, Yota said you're on it tonight. You're on one tonight, baby. We both are, aren't we? Oh, hello, Heath. I haven't seen you in a while. Camellia, hi. Hi, hi, hi.
I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
wave
gosh,
because I
welcome
can't
on.
see the names. I'm too far away.
That's okay. Linda P said, hey guys, weren't you supposed to be on Thursday? Did I write Thursday on the thing? I probably did, Linda. I'm
I
sorry.
probably did. Hell, I screwed it up twice today. I was like, I just give up.
Hell. We gonna be on one night this week. Hell,
Oh
I
no,
don't
I'm
know.
having Nikki on Thursday night. Maybe that's what Nikki's going to be on my live Thursday
Yeah,
night.
that's right. That's it. So yeah, Craig's doing a live on Thursday. He has his lives, and Nikki's going to be on with him. So yes, you are correct. You will see Craig a few
Yes,
times this week, honey, and it's all
Craig.
good.
Craig may have overcommitted, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna do it. Lavon, how are you? I'm so glad you made it to a live. Well, we've talked about slouchy bags. We told 100 stories. We've talked about, okay, you've got a live coming up. I have a video tomorrow. Oh, I told y'all about Saturday's video, but I have a video tomorrow where I finally reveal to you. Did you hear that? That's thunder at my house, guys. Thunder.
Ain't that something? We live about 6 hours away, but it's the weather's doing the same thing at your
The
house as it
same
is
exact
mine.
thing, right? But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna finally show you my bedazzling video.
Okay. I
And
love the apple, by the way.
huh?
I love the apple, by the way. It looks good.
I made two. And I
I've only seen
finished
the
my
one.
boots. Who is
I,
she?
are you gonna show them on the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna show them on video tomorrow. Oh, you wanna see them here?
Either way, I just want to make sure you're gonna show them to me. I love it. It turned out so good.
It did. Now I'm thinking like, should I get some Green.
I was sitting here thinking the same thing. Oh, if you put some green crystals on top of the leaves.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do. But yeah, I finally finished the daggone boots. That was 4 years ago, guys. And I have a new MacBook. It's one of the two, Air Pro, whatever it is. A Mac computer now,
Hmm.
laptop. God, I am old as Matilda. But anyway,
You got the one that Zane told you to get, right?
yes, and Jolie, I think, was the driving force. And Autumn, of course, Autumn uses the Air one. But I think Zane had told me, like, because you're going to be doing a lot of editing, and that's basically what this is for, you might want the pro. I hope
Yeah.
that's what he said. It's all too late to change now. We've
If
already
you,
edited.
you did, if you got the pro, you got it right because that's what he recommends is the pro.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I downloaded the iMovie app. So, guys, I was using, if y'all have had a Windows desktop computer in the last 10 years, in 2015, almost 10 years ago, we bought an Acer all-in-one desktop computer. It was for gaming at the time, but I've since turned it into an editing computer. It freezes. It sounds like a jet airplane's going off. And now I've lost another one of my ports. I'm down to one port in the back. I had three, two of them crapped out. And that's how I plug in my camera and download all my shit. So anyway, Bill's like, just forget it and get the damn computer. I've told you for 6 years to get a good computer to do your stuff on, and you will not listen. He's like, stop buying bags and buy a computer. I'm like, so anyway, I was using on that Windows computer desktop, I was using a program called Movie Maker. Y'all
That's
ever
so
heard of it?
old.
Right. The reason no one's ever heard of it is because they stopped doing them on computers in like
Like 20.
2018.
Yeah. I
They
used it back in
did.
like 2015, I think, 2014, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah,
program,
guys.
though.
It was good for what it was. But now I can do like split screens, and I could do like bedazzled, like things across the front, sounds, and oh god, like pictures and picture, video and picture.
Did you buy it from the Apple Store?
I did not. We bought it from Best Buy, and I got a refurbished 2023 16-inch from Best Buy that had been 2,800, and I got it for 1,000.
Oh, hells yeah.
And it's got the warranty. I did get the warranty. Well, it's got a 90-day from the time you buy it. And the damn girl, she's ringing it up. She drops it. I was like, and but it's in, it's in the
Yeah.
cardboard, and then it's in one of those bubbly mailer things that you just all air. Woo! She's coming down out here, honey. But yeah, so she dropped it. I was like, oh my god! And that was the first day I took Big Booty Judy out, and Bill said, I want you to look at my wife's purse. You can put that computer down in that damn purse, and everything. That cash register will go in there too. And she was like, let me see it. And I put it up on the thing, and she was like, wow, that is a big bag. And I was like, but it's not. She goes, but I love it. I was like, I knew you would, girl. I knew you would. Stop dropping my shit and let's go. But
That's the
yeah,
one thing. Mini bags are cute and people will fawn about them, but a big bag will draw a crowd every time they're like,
oh,
look at that big ass bag.
I'm just like, look at me. Hell yeah. Well, my Ozempic, you know that song, When the Whiskey Ain't Working Anymore. That's the Ozempic for me. When the
Mhm.
Ozempic, she ain't working. My semaglutide is not working. I have eaten every daggone thing that is not nailed down in this house today. Everything. Things that a week ago would have sent me into the bathroom for hours on end. No, ma'am. She has eaten a hamburger. She has eaten a powdered donut. She has had coffee with real cream and real sugar. Like She has done her worst today. I have just been on a bender, on a tear. I just can't. I had French fries. I've had an Oreo. Like I have eaten food today, guys.
Well, see, I've gotten to a point now that I finally have plateaued. I'm not gaining any more weight, but I sure as hell ain't losing none either. But I'm not eating like once a day minimum, maximum. That's it.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere. Uh-uh. It has glued itself to my ass. It's never going.
I don't know. I've never, like, the whole time I've been on this meds, I've never eaten this much food and not been sick. So I'm like, when the whiskey. So maybe I
Sounds like
should up my dosage a little bit.
either that or you got a bad batch because you do get bad batches.
Yeah, that may be it, or maybe it's gone a little sour or out of date. I don't really know, but I mean to tell you, you might as well just shot me up with that oh water they saline because
Hmm.
it did not deter me from eating anything. But now tonight I do take a shot. It did not. I took one Friday night. I had been able to eat whatever, how much, whatever I wanted, anything. And my mind, I know when it's not working because my mind is getting food noise all the constantly. Like, oh my
Hmm.
God, there's something downstairs I could eat. There's something down there. I could go down there. I could eat that. I could eat that. Yeah. And when the medicine's working, I'm just like, food who? What? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
eat.
miss that. I really, really do.
But yeah, I'm yeah. They now say climb stairs to Linda, I have stairs in my house. This is a perfect combination. What? Tell us everything you know about this
What'd
magic.
she say about stairs?
She said they now say to climb stairs to lose weight.
Oh hell!
Do you
I
believe
climb,
this?
I climb stairs 100 times a day, and I ain't lost nothing.
Oh my God. Speaking of eating, I'm going
Of
to
course, it
eat
might
some
be the fact that
chili.
I eat something every time between each trip. You think that might be what it is?
I don't see. I have to go downstairs to eat, so maybe I should just run up and down them stairs 16 times. How, Linda? How many times? How many? Tell me the magic number. Tell me the magic. Bethany's like, is this 1989? You mean the Taylor Swift album or the actual year? Because I can't distinguish between the two.
And
Bye, Yota. Love you, doll. Go get that chili, babe. Put you some sour cream and some cheese in there. See? This is what happens. Normally, I'd just be
that's
like,
what I had for supper yesterday. I had chili at 5 o'clock because if I do eat something, I'm like, what can I eat that's going to make me sick to help me lose weight faster? You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel
I
you.
I ate that bowl of chili, not even a gurgle. I was like,
Forget it. You know what though? I will tell you the best. I love. I know y'all are going to be like, she's disgusting. She's gross. And I haven't eaten this in years. But back in the day, I used to love Wendy's chili, the little cups of Wendy's chili. And I know people that have worked there, and they said, like, girl, you know, yesterday's hamburgers that didn't get sold. They go into. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever they do to that chili, I like it. It's delicious. But
you know what I love? I
Skyline.
love the baked potato from Wendy's, and then pour that chili into that baked potato.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's
Yeah.
some fat boy friendly shit right there.
Now get you some Memphis bar. I mean, I'll even go a step further. Get you some Memphis barbecue and put that on a baked potato. Ooh.
Hmm.
Y'all know my shit's not working because I'm over here like, oh my God, listen to this. And a hot fudge sundae.
Oh, that does sound good. That's my
It
problem. I
does
love
sound
sweets.
good.
I
It
love sweets.
does. Sweets are my downfall. If I'm not on this medication, you can watch out because I'll eat sweets from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. Cereal, cakes, cookies, pies. What I mean,
And that's what Kayla was telling me when I was on the phone earlier. She's like, Bubba, why do you care? Just eat it.
I
Just
know.
eat it all. She said, you're 50. Just eat it.
Yeah, but I can't. We can't do that. We're sick. We got things wrong with us. We can't. We can't just give in. Can we?
Can we one day? We can today.
We did today. Listen. I'm up to here with food today. Like I'm like, it's right here. It is right here. We
Look,
can't.
do you do what I do? Like if I mess up and I eat twice in a day or whatever, I eat something sweet that I'm not supposed to. I'm like, well, hell, I've done f this day all up.
Oh
I might as well
yeah,
just go ahead.
yeah.
Just go. We'll start.
I
We'll
did
start
too
fresh
though.
tomorrow. We'll start fresh tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a new day. We'll get right back on that horse. I always pick myself up, dust myself off, and some days to spark weight loss, some days I think my body goes, you know what, just go crazy today. And then in 2 or 3 days, I'll see a whoosh of weight loss and I'll be like, okay, that was a great, whatever I was doing. Yeah. But I can't do it all the time because then I'd be right back to 242 pounds, guys. Yeah. I watch old videos because I've been trying to get footage for stuff and I've been pulling it, and it's just almost unbearable for me because I did that split screen on one and I was like, whoa, who's this bitch? Oh crap, that's me. We gonna take that out of there.
Yeah, you can see a lot right here, like in your neck,
Yeah.
and right, like you've always been beautiful to me, but you
Oh,
can see a lot. You
yeah.
see that?
It's just I'm hoping to get these bones back. You know, I've told y'all that all along. When these clavicles start popping out, girl, I know
That's
I've
the
made
one.
a big.
That's the only downside to being. I mean, the only upside to being a man. Clavicles never go anywhere.
Oh,
Like
you're
they're
lucky.
just always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. No, those are the first things that went bye bye on me. I've seen people whose clavicles look so good they could pour a half a cup of water in each one of those little dips. I'm like, oh, bitch, I love you. I wish I could. Who
For a man,
will?
it's our hip bones. We want our hip bones back.
Oh, I hadn't seen those or felt of those in my God, 35 years. But yeah, Wendy's chili on a baked potato. Dawn says yes. Wendy's is as good as it gets for right. Fast food if you're going to. And honey, if I have to look at another Happy Meal, I haven't been eating them. I've just been ordering them to get the little crock out of them. I'm done. I'm done.
Did you get one?
I got damn near all. I got half of them, and I can't. I'm like,
I still
don't.
haven't gotten one.
I'll
I
send
bought I bought four Happy Meals and I still have not gotten one. Two of them were empty, empty. There was no toy at all. I was like, these bitches, I've been to get
Oh,
out.
I would pull right back around. You better, you better give my crock. That's the best toy they've had since they do the boo buckets. You know.
Well, you know where I'm at. We can't really just pee people off around here.
Yeah. Right.
Might get shot on. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. 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 Yeah. Once these Justin said, once these clavicles come through, it's over for you beaches. Right, Justin? Justin, preach. I know. I had legendary clavicles in college. I have never been, I mean, yes, I've had them, but I just, that's for a woman like that. You know, you've made it to the size you want to be at when you can see them bones just pop out, honey, just pop out. Oh,
I see yours right now.
I do not have it. That's my shoulder bone in my bra.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
I don't have. If I do a certain thing, no, still nothing.
Oh. Well, look, I have altered. I've got this thing, this ring light. It's sitting up it's on a wing and a prayer because I had to get the angle just right so you
Yeah.
couldn't see all of this.
Oh yeah, I always put my camera up just a little bit. There's somebody that I watch that I love. You know who I'm talking about, and they put their
Uh,
camera like completely, and they're like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm not mad at you, girl. Yes,
all day, all day.
yes, I live for that trick. We love it. We love it. We love a filming up High Queen around here. You know what I mean?" Katie, actually, I'll probably eat the equivalent of one bag, 12 to 13 ounces, and then I'll forget about them. Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Screw clavicles. I'm dying for a longer neck. Oh, yes. I love a long neck. Yeah, I haven't seen, I used to have a beautiful neck back in the day, but something happened.
I have a long neck too. I
Oh,
just have a shorter one that's always laying in front of it, so you can't really see the
I
actual.
know. Like, Well, when I'm at my biggest, it's 3 sections of a neck I've got, and you can still kind of see the lines, but like when I'm at my largest, honey, this and I know it too because when I go to sleep at night, and I wake myself up like, oh shit, it's me. And you ever wake your own self up
Uh-huh.
snoring? It is such a like you want to think of yourself as like this beautiful, like just Snow White sleeper, like birds chirping. But in reality, it's hair here, drool dripping, yesterday's makeup drooping. You're like one boob on this side, one boob on the other side of the bed. Yeah, that's
I
how
gotta tell you
that's how
this.
I sleep.
I was laying in the bed the other night talking on the FaceTime, right? So I
Talking on the FaceTime.
so I had my phone up like this, but then I slipped and the phone fell. And when I picked it
Okay.
back up, I forgot to get my angle right. You're right.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Ask me why I look like damn Jabba the Hutt. Like all I
You
saw was
do not. You
Jabba the
are
Hutt.
your own worst critic, my darling. You look fine and fabulous. Stop it. Travis is a lucky guy. He is a hottie. And listen, hotties
That's
don't get with non hotties. So two hotties together, that's yes.
he can eat 3 large pizzas a day and will lose 3 pounds.
He's adorable. You're both adorable. I'm going to tell you how I fall asleep. Most of the time, if y'all see me in Jackie's live, your live, anybody's live at night, especially, it can happen in the broad daylight. And I stop chatting and I'm just in the middle of just talking shit. And then you don't see me for a while. I wake up the next morning. That phone still got that end screen, this live has ended. And I'll be like,
Uh
oh shit, I fell asleep on Jackie's live. Yeah, my phone will be God knows where, stuck to my boob right here, and I'll be like, oh,
I did the
we're on
same
Jackie
thing. I did the same thing.
Oh my God. But anyway, Katie, you were talking about Halloween candy. Yeah, we haven't bought any Halloween candy yet, but I told y'all I love damn candy corn. This is how I need to take the shot tonight. I'm over here dreaming of candy corn. I love circus peanuts. Do you love circus peanuts?
I do like those, but I don't like candy corn at all.
I love candy corn. Bill hates candy corn. Carter hates candy corn. And they hate circus peanuts. I love a damn circus peanut.
I do too.
Ooh, I think they're delicious.
The only reason I don't like candy corn, it's not about the sweetness, it's the consistency. That sandy feel.
Yeah, that gritty. It's got
Yeah, I
that
don't like
grit.
it.
See, I'm a lot of texture galleys, like I have a friend, she can't eat certain things because of the texture. Like I make a really mean meatloaf and she won't ever eat it because I rough chop everything that goes in it, like the onions, the green pepper, stuff like that. And her husband makes it for her and he purees all that stuff and puts it in because she's a real, like, I can't. So, but makes sense. I mean, I get it. I
Yeah,
get
I'm a texture person, and like I can't eat macaroni and cheese because of that noise it makes when you stir it.
Oh,
That
okay. It's like this.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, that.
You would think I would be extremely skinny. I have a lot of problems with food, but
Do you? Are you a finicky eater then?
yeah, I even hate. I don't like eating. I don't like when my cheeks get sore from chewing. I don't like nothing that has to do with it. I don't know how I'm so fat. I think it's God has blessed me with this large
You're
figure.
not that fat, baby doll. Don't quit saying it. Like, come on.
But
I will tell you this: the grossest eating thing I have ever seen. And those of you with a queasy stomach, I'm gonna give you a warning right now, a trigger warning. Okay, I'm about to say what this show had on it, and it's the grossest thing. Hold on, I can't really like. Hold on a minute.
oh God, are you gonna be sick?
I'm thinking of it, but let's listen. Okay, wait. Can't do it. Um, it's that show that like shows the people eating like couch cushions and like ashes, people's ashes from an urn, and my crazy eating or something like
I've
that.
never heard of this.
It's a TLC show. I don't think they ever run it now. It's only had a couple seasons, but there was like people who ate dirt, and it was my strange eating things.
Oh, you're gonna say
Hold
something
on.
really gross. I can already tell.
It was a woman. God almighty. It was a she. Oh God. Hold on. Oh God. She would eat her food so she wouldn't get fat, and then spit it in a cup, spit it down into a cup, and like sit there at the table doing that with her kids and everybody. Oh my God, that was the grossest. Look, chewed food to me is a bridge to friggin' farmland. I can't. Oh,
It's
hold on.
disgusting.
Yes.
It's disgusting, but it makes the most sense I've ever heard in my life because you still get the taste of the food, but you don't gain the weight.
That's what she was doing, but she
We've
had
been
to do.
doing this shit wrong for 45 years.
But here's my thing: is she was using a glass, like a glass. Oh God, you could see it.
You can see it? No.
And like her kids had to sit there, her husband, and watch her chew her food, macerate her food, and then spit it in the cup, and then like sit there with her. And I thought, like, okay, I can see you're strange, whatever, with this. But get a daggone red Solo cup so nobody can see
Something.
it. Oh.
That's disgusting.
I tried to warn you all. That is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen. Okay. And then walking, like, right, three tasty thoughts. I can't eat nothing now. And people who spit on the ground, like, I don't like that either, man. I just don't like it. But then the thought of people spitting on the ground and then you're walking on the ground, like, a lot of things geek me out like that. Like, but when
You know
you
what
said
makes
that about mac and cheese and the consistency and the stuff and the sounds, like it's all, yeah.
my cousin, being from where we're from, down south down here,
Yeah.
he was always the world's worst to walk in the loogie thing. I can't stand it. But that happens a lot down here where we live. And I'll be walking like down a sidewalk in a city down here, and I'll hear it, and I'm like, no,
It's
stop.
disgusting. It's disgusting. Do us all a favor and
Blow
go
your
into
nose.
the restroom. Take care of your business, all your business. And then, do you know what? I hate a public restroom too. And it's
Yeah.
not for all of the reasons that you think. My main reason is I will be sitting there trying to pee because y'all know I have kidney issues. And some bitch will come in and she'll have the nicest, loudest stream of pee, and I'll just be over here dribbling out a couple of drops, and I'll have such envy, like, oh God. I remember the days when I could freely just pee a gallon out and it was nothing. But now I'm over here like,
I have the funniest story. Oh my God. So I was in a public restroom, and this old gentleman, he had to be at least 85, comes in and stands beside me at the urinal, right?
yeah.
This is probably about 10 years ago. I'm just peeing up a storm. I got things to do. I can't be in here all day.
Yeah.
He's standing there. He's having issues. You know what I'm saying?
I know
And he
exactly.
looks over at me. He goes, "Son of a bitch."
Right. That's me.
It's genetics. I can't control it.
I'm so upset that people can pee long streams of pee. and it's a healthy pee. Like I get so like, why? I remember I took it for granted for so long, but now,
What can
yeah.
you can? Is there anything you can do to make that easier? Like have less kidney stones?
No. So what I have are some people have like the struvite stones, and but I have calcium oxalate stones, which is just something uh you can avoid foods, lose weight, yada yada yada, never drink soda, drink tons and tons of water, and maybe not produce as much, but my body makes them. But I do have a friend that I used to be friends with. She had like beans, like she could eat beans and stuff that made her kidney stone. She had a different kind, and she could take pills. Yeah, they gave her pills to lessen the production of it, but they can't
Hmm.
for the calcium oxalate stones.
You
Now,
can't
ain't
even take
that
the
some
things
shit?
to. You can't even take that pill that like blasts them and makes it like There's
I,
a word for that, but I don't know what that word is.
if there is such a pill, I would love to go on and get it. But I can take Flomax, which will dilate my ureters and urethra and make them drop out
Is
easier.
Jolie still in here?
I don't know.
My
Jolie,
aunt,
here, babe.
my aunt has kidney stones real bad, and she takes something that like
We'll bust them up.
she says it blasts them into pieces so she can get them out of gets them out easier.
Wow, I would love to have that recipe.
I was wondering if
um,
Jolie was. She might know.
a lot of people like will take a supplement like gravel root. They really do call it gravel root and something thistle and all of this. And a lot of people think cranberry. Oh, if it does take cranberry, but
My doctor said the cranberry is actually bad for that.
it is. Yeah, people always want to run to the cranberry juice, and I hate cranberry juice, so I'm always like, nah, it don't help. I don't need none. And
He
then,
said
oh,
that
I can drink one beer a day. One beer, just one beer.
my doctor said all the sugar, the natural sugar that's in cranberry juice, will make it worse.
Yeah, I'm sure. I hate cranberries, so I will never. Potassium citrate. Pulverize them. Drink water with lime or lemon. Yeah, that they do. That does do something. It really does. And
I know
so
she takes something that she said just like
that would be great. And she may have a different type of stone. There's like
my
5 different types that your body can make. I unfortunately have the kind, which a lot of it's the most common.
yeah.
Is what I have, and my doctor has told me, my urologist told me for 30 years, 25 years. He said, "Oh, if you lost 45 pounds, just 45." Well,
That's always the answer.
I've lost 45 pounds, and I peed one out the other day, so I don't know if I believe you or not, doc. So
Doctors always lean on that. Lose 50 pounds and quit smoking.
all of my stuff will be done if I just stop that. Nah,
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
I don't know. Lux says I have kidney stones bad too. I have 4 now. Do you have it? Are they currently moving on you?
I've
Lux,
had
I'm
two
so sorry.
before. Two times I've had them. And
Yeah.
I went to the doctor and they gave me they did something. I don't know what they did, but
Did they?
that is a serious thing. Like that hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt.
I
It
don't
does
think
hurt.
people take it as serious as it actually is. It's
Yeah,
painful.
luxational. You're tiny, so yeah, you have stones. So yeah, it's not a. They want
I
to
think
blame
it's
it on.
genetics. I think
Well,
it's
I went
genetics.
in. I did go in one time because I probably have passed 250, 300 easy in my lifetime, right? I've probably been hospitalized 20 times. I've probably had lithotripsy. So, I've had a lot of removals, a lot of breaking, a lot of those. I've had a lot of procedures done. But I went into my urologist one time, and for me to go to my urologist, I hate them. I hate them. I hate the
Hmm.
whole bunch. I just have never liked them. I just don't like them. They're not a good bunch of people. And they're like the only ones in town, the only group. So you kind of sort of have to. But I have to be absolutely dying or discharged from the hospital and sent there. And so my smart ass doctor came in one day and he said, "Well, he said, you're just, I guess, prone. he said, I got a guy that comes in here every week crying with one. And I said, let me just tell you something. I have one every week. I just don't come in here crying every week. So tell your patient to get a little stronger and buck up. Be a little stronger, hon. He's being a wimp. But yeah, he tried to tell me that. Well, you could be like that's what he actually said. He said you could be like my one patient. He's sitting in the waiting room right now, crying. He's all to pieces. He has one every week. He comes in here. I said, I have him every week too, sometimes twice. But you ain't seeing me every week, bitch, because I'm tough.
Well, men are we don't handle pain nearly as well as women do. I'll just put it that way.
Well, you have farther to go too. So
I mean, any kind of pain. Men don't handle
yeah.
pain the way women do because y'all experience the pain on a level we never will understand.
Well, I don't know if it's that as much as it is. It's happened so many times. I think men or women who have what I have is medullary sponge kidney, right?
Hmm.
Ugh, what was that? Part of that mint? Anyway, speaking of texture, ugh. But no, I feel like that men and women learn to just people. We learn to adapt and deal with stuff that if it didn't happen to me all the time, and if I got one every 5-6 years, I would be in the floor at the hospital every single time. But because I know that I cannot take off one day
Yeah,
a week every week of the year, and I can't miss this, and I have to be present for that, and I just have to show up. I can't, you know what I mean? Like you just kind of have
yeah.
to persevere. So I don't know what that guy's problem was. I don't know.
Well, I just mean y'all have I think women have a higher tolerance for pain as a whole because you have babies. Like I just think that y'all have a
I
higher
don't know.
threshold.
I don't know about that because I've seen some men get pretty beat down before and keep
Well,
going. So I think like boxers, men. Well, I've seen women boxers too, like take a beat and keep on going. But I don't know. I really don't
well,
know.
maybe some people are just yeah,
Yeah. What?
weak, weak.
Yeah. Well, some people, I mean, it just depends on how you deal with your stuff. Yeah. Jolie said I worked with a urologist who used to cystos before we had cameras. He had a mustache and would slurp that return saline out of it constantly. Wait, Jolie, I didn't understand any of that, but what I did, what? Hold on. What?
Uh,
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, it is yeah. Urologists are just I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess they get like a god mine. I'm talking about mine, the 8 or 9 that I've had to deal with. They get like a complex about them, like a god complex. Like, yeah, we're bringing you back from the dead. Because I live in kidney stone belt right here. They call this the
yeah.
kidney stone belt, right? But I think they get like oh, look at me, I'm helping people, I'm saving your life. The urologist would be the last mother effer I go to because my own physical, like my family doctor, I love her. I can call her anytime, day or night, and say, I got one going, and I don't have any of this or any of that or any of it. And she'll say, what do you need? Let me, and she'll call it in for me. So when I run out, I just go right to her and she gets it right for me. So that way I don't have to see them. I don't have to see them.
Yeah.
But she's
There's some
always like, oh, you probably should just go see him once. I mean, yeah, it's been several years. I'm like, hell no, I'm not going over there.
it's nice to get a find. It takes a long time to find the right doctor, but when you do not want them to retire or anything. No, no.
No. But when you get our age, that's what happens. I've
I
lost my
know.
dentist. He's retired. Your my tax guy died. I mean, oh my gosh, my actual gyno. I haven't been to the gyno in forever because my gyno retired. I just said, F it, I'm not gonna go. Yeah. So lots of you lose all your favorite my nurses that I love, my hygienist, my dental hygienist. Everybody retires on you, and you're left out here with a little young kids you got to train. Break
I
in.
just got a I just got a new doctor last month because one of mine that told me that I should not. He just don't understand how I'm still alive. He died.
Oh no. Sin said go to a younger doctor, and I'm saying they were young when I started. We were both
Yeah.
young when I started. So, but yeah, that's what happened to my OB. Yeah. I got I got a letter from him the other day. It's been a long, long time. Well, I've had a full histo. So I've had a full hysterectomy. I don't have nothing in there. Hello, hello, she's in there. Nothing.
You still have to go if you had a hysterectomy.
I mean, they want you to. I don't.
What are they doing? Checking? I mean, I don't understand what the
What are they
point would
looking
be.
for? I don't really know, but I don't go because, and I know people are gonna say like, "Bitch, you need to go," but I don't have any. I had a full on hysterectomy,
Yeah.
girl. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't go either. Why would you want to spend the money? There's nothing to be checked out.
Yeah, there's nothing. She's gone. I mean, so yeah. Kanisha, hi. Hey, Ewans. My husband's first cousin is a doctor we know who is good and who isn't. Yeah, you're lucky then. Yeah. I keep hoping my little girl she'll be a doctor, but she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna do it, Mom. I don't know why you keep saying it. It's not gonna happen." I'm like, "But please, please." But no, she said no. Hey, Kanisha, how are you? That's what they check on me to see if there's cancer. You've had a full one, right, Dawn? You've had a full one too.
But
I don't know. Whoops.
what would the cancer be? What I mean, I don't understand. If you had a hysterectomy, what? Because your ovaries and stuff are gone, right? So what would the cancer be on?
Everything's gone. My uterus, my ovaries, all my fallopian tubes.
I
What's
mean,
it?
I'm not very well versed in that vicinity as a
Yeah.
whole, but
We'll train you right on that. No, I don't. I really don't know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, some people still have a cervix. I do think I have a cervix. I don't know. So yeah, cervical. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I know when
Hey,
you're a man, they stay on you like white on rice about that stupid
yeah.
colonoscopy
Oh, they
every
say that's the
every
number
five
one.
years.
Well,
Yeah.
now they're saying Gen Zers and millennials are getting colon cancer, which is a very odd thing. Like in a weird rate, like at a weird rate, never before seen. So I don't know why.
Me and
Yeah.
Travis was talking about that. We were at a movie. We went to see Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
uh, there was an STD commercial at the beginning of the movie. I thought that was a weird breach. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's a little weird. Yeah.
what is that?
Well,
That
Bubbly Alexandra says there's also menopause management. Well, I do get menopause management through my little family doctor. She does me well in that respect. And my family doctor, which is a weird thing for her to ask me, but she does ask me quite a bit. Like she'll say, Do you want to do an exam?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am. No, we're good.
not
Bye.
today.
No, not particularly." But she does ask that quite a few times. Like, "Do you want to go ahead and get that done here?" Mm-mm. I do have my mammograms yearly. I do have those. So, but I don't know. Yeah, vaginal cancer. My cervix is gone when I got spayed. Okay. So, Marsha, I'm not really sure because I had endometriosis and that those horrible cysts, and my doctor said I mean, he's retired now. I miss him so much, but he said, "Now, I'm not going to take your ovaries unless there's something going on. If I get in there and I see something going on, we'll take them." I said, "Cool. Let me sign the papers. Take them. Don't take them. Whatever." So when it was over, he said, "You did a good job by telling me I could," because he said you had a cyst on the back that they couldn't see it on ultrasound. Apparently, that was huge on one of my ovaries. So I was like, "Woo, I'm free! I sway in the tree!" But yeah. How did we get on this? I take us
I,
to the edge of like just nowhereville every week. Like every week, I'm like, "Well, hell, let's talk about this."
we were talking about kidney stones. That's how we
Oh
got
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I have never had I've never had a colonoscopy either.
You should probably do that.
I probably should, but like Alexander said, the freaking prep, the prep. I've seen my husband do it a few times. I don't like that. I
Well,
do
and the
not
thing
like
is,
that.
once you do it, they will harass you like a debt collector every 5 years.
I
It's
have
time. It's
done, yeah,
time. Yeah.
I've done which I think Dawn and I talked about this, but I have done the box thing where you.
Hmm.
So yeah, I have done that, and she does occasionally want me to do that, but she doesn't get on me for it. The only thing she's on me about is my mammograms. And they do my blood all the time to see about my liver. And I have ultrasounds on my liver, and that's it. That's the basically the only thing that I do. Oh my gosh. But anyhow, yes, every 10 years. Oh my God, I did not want to do it again. They have a new prep option if it's covered by your insurance. Really? Is it weird that I'm looking forward to the prep? I look forward to being, no, Kentucky Camellia. Like, the thought of cleansing does present itself in a good light. It's just the like having to drink the crap and you don't know and you gotta.
It's the 24 steps to get to that.
Yeah, to get to
Yeah.
it, like if you could just go in there and they could give you like a whole vacuum
Just
me
stick
out
just
and
stick a
then do
vacuum
it.
hose up in there. Yeah, yeah.
Right, if they could do that big and then take it, like I'm cool with that. But like, yeah, the rest of it, yeah. You don't want to be prepped like this. What? We need more captions for the live. I'm in Starbucks. Oh my God. And can't hear
Speaking of which,
y'all.
you can lose 10 pounds every time you do a Starbucks coffee colonoscopy colon. What is it called? A colon cleanse. An enema,
I did
basically.
not know they had one of those.
Well, they don't make it. But they don't make it. You make coffee, and then you cool the coffee, and then you just put it in like you would
Oh,
a.
a coffee enema. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
My
no.
mom says you can lose 10 pounds every time.
I'll be fine. No, thank
Yep,
you.
that's what I said too.
Yeah, Alexandra. Yeah, you basically crap in a box. Like to be basically blunt about it, the color guard colon.
Colorectal
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
and I do have that done. So you basically just
I had
go in a
thought about it.
box.
I always felt so weird about putting my poo in the mail.
I know. These are the poor people that know it too. They know the box. When they're at the UPS, they're like, oh, "Thank you for handing me your crap in a box." Yeah. Saya, where have you been? Saya, do they have my bag yet? I need that bag. Cologuard. There it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. Sin, you got to keep me straight. Oh my gosh. Wow. We're over here just talking the craziest shit, literally. Took 19 sticks. Oh yeah, Bethany, I've been there. You know who you piss off the most when you get all those sticks? I was getting ready to go in for a damn kidney stone procedure one time, and the friggin' anesthesiologist.
Hmm.
Oh, she had to stick me all over my body, finally in my feet and everywhere. And she got so incensed by that. She was so mad. And not at me, just that she could not. She's like, I'm very good at this. I don't understand. Like, why is it? I'm like, I need you to know that I'm just a hard stick, lady. I told you when I came in here. 12 sticks later, here we go. But yeah, I look like a pin cushion. But yeah, it
Travis
is.
has to go every other month for his. He has rare blood cancer, and he has to go in for having. And they draw a bunch of blood out, and it's not. They basically draw half his blood out. It's a whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it never fails. That's all these women and gentlemen do in there is stick people to draw the blood out, or stick them to put something in. Right?
Yeah.
He looks like a pincushion every single time he comes out.
Oh.
Like this, he just went Friday, and this is it's all black.
Oh God, yeah. It's the digging that makes you like, because I don't care if they dig, but you can kind of see mine roll when you get in there, and they're very
Hmm.
tiny, and I don't drink enough. So when they get in there, they'll dig around, and I really don't care if they dig, but it is painful and it makes a huge bruise. So, but I don't really care. Yeah, but yeah,
My
Bethany,
veins do the
yeah,
same thing.
we have the rolling, but like women are just plagued with all these crazy things, right? So yeah, but anyway, I've got about 8% on my phone left. Drink water 30 minutes prior. Yes, like totally plump up them veins. That's what they tell me every time. If you know you're getting blood drawn, plump it up. Drink, 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 girl. I'm like, I can't. I just can't. But you
I
need
don't
to.
like water. I like
And that
water
a
when
lot of
it's
people are
flavored.
wrong. I know.
I like
I
coffee
love it.
flavored water and tea flavored water. I just don't like water.
What do you drink? Do you like Diet Coke?
I just like coffee.
You like, oh, that's
Coffee.
right. You're a coffee guy all day. Yeah.
But I'm drinking water because they tell me I'm dehydrated.
Yeah. We're all walking around
I'm
dehydrated.
gonna make a pot of coffee when I get off of here, though.
You're going to make coffee and stay up all night.
I never sleep, babe.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Sometimes I text you and you're like, hey, what are you doing?
I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning making a pot of coffee and getting.
I'm always like, Craig, you sleep. And you're like, no,
No,
bitch, what's going on? Oh, I drink fizzy water. Yeah, Topo Chico's my thing. I do drink a lot of fizzy water. Yes, yes. Bethany, you are delicate, baby. But that's okay. It's okay, hey. Saya Diet Coke for life. Yes, yes.
I
I
used to
have.
drink a lot of Diet Coke until I found out about the aspartame, and I quit. Like quit cold
Yeah.
turkey.
My gyno told me that one time. He's like, you have all these kidney problems and you still drinking diet, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, Diet Dr. Pepper was my thing back in the day. And he was like, just drink a regular one. Just drink a damn regular one. Stop. You're poisoning yourself. I was like, yeah, preaching to the choir. It's like nectar of the God. I used to love it. I drank it from the morning, from the time I got up to the time I went to bed, honey. Oh yeah.
I do
I was
not
a
like
Diet
soda
Dr.
pop.
Pepper. Hey,
I don't like
huh?
soda pop, but I drink the hell out of a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I love me a Dr. Pepper. Good. I like a sip of one now. I'll have a sip because Bill will buy them every now and then. I love a good drink of Dr. Pepper. Yes. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Craig. My phone's going to die. I will see you guys. Don't forget Thursday, Nikki and Craig live. What time?
I'm live tomorrow night by myself at 7 Central Time, and then Thursday night with Nikki 7 Central Time.
Okay, so tomorrow and Thursday we get to see Craig live. I'll fall asleep to you. Okay, bye guys. Love you so much. Thanks for coming by. Bye.
Bye.